Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Neha Bhatt. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am a sex and trauma therapist. I'm trained as a clinical art therapist and I run a sex therapy practice in different parts of the world. A big reason for us offering this masterclass is because there is such little information in the sexual education context about trauma as a focus. And a lot of our power, as you know, is connected to trauma and unlayering trauma, healing from trauma, learning the lessons behind trauma. So we hope that this masterclass can give you an introduction, a brief introduction into some pathways to empowering yourself. Okay. Before we begin today's masterclass, I'd like to say a few things about welcoming you to what a brave space looks like. It's just a certain way to set expectations, to ground ourselves, to contain ourselves from what is, classically a very painful but hopefully invigorating journey into understanding your own trauma. I'm going to read a very beautiful invitation to a brave space that I personally really enjoy in the work that I do. So I'd invite you to close your eyes, just keep your senses open. Together we will create a brave space because there is no such thing as a safe space. We exist in this real world. We all carry scars and we have all caused wounds. In this space, we seek to turn down the noise of the surrounding, the noise in your home, the noise in your heart. We amplify the voices that fight to be heard elsewhere. We call each other to more truth and love. And in this case, while you're guiding yourself through this masterclass, you're probably I hope that you're able to invoke the voice of truth and love inside of you. We have the right to start somewhere and continue to grow, even if we make mistakes and even if we feel bad in the process. We have the responsibility to examine what we think we know. We will not be perfect. Healing is not perfect. Sex is not perfect. Trauma is not perfect. Relationships are not perfect. Therapists are not perfect. Listeners are not perfect. It will not always be what we wish it to be, but it will be our brave space together. And we will work on it side by side. I invite you into this space with me. So I want to talk a bit about a follow-up to what we just discussed in what brave space looks like, right? A brave space is a place where you can, like I said, turn down the volume of the external. In urban India, where we live today, there is a lot of external noise, right? And it's complicated. It comes from a rich, dense place of history, of caste, of gender, of parenting, of intergenerational legacy, of religion, of sexuality, and it's an intersection. Think of it like a complicated intersection of paths that I'm asking you to undo one by one as you absorb a lot of this theory in today's set of modules. This is called oppressive socialization or just socialization, the ways in which we are socialized in urban India, the ways in which I'm socialized to wear a dress, the ways in which I, as a cisgendered woman, queer, bisexual, am socialized to show up in my community, the ways in which I'm socialized as a therapist. So I want you to think a bit about the ways in which you may be socialized in the realm of sex and sexuality and relationships. What does that look like for you? What are the parts of your own socialization that are so loud that you find them really hard to turn them down? I invite you to experience a sense of safety within yourself as you access this content. But when I say that, जब मैं ऐसा बोलती हूँ, मुझे मुझे जानकारी है और मुझे पता है कि बहुत सारे लोगों को पता नहीं होता है ग्राउंडिंग क्या होता है, सेफ्टी क्या होती है, इमोशनल रेगुलेशन क्या चीज़ होती है। ये बहुत बड़े बड़े वर्ड्स होते हैं जो थ्रो किए जाते हैं हमारे ऊपर और कोई हमें बैठ के समझाता नहीं है कि वो क्या है। So let's explore this a little bit, right? I talked about all the noises, just like the noise of this car and the noise of hammer drilling and all the external noises that may be going on in your home or wherever you're watching this from, that are hard to tune out. Okay, so how do we tune them out in a way that doesn't just rupture the wound, and it's like you don't come in and just use a knife on yourself to say, oh my gosh, I just want to delete this part of me, right? I just want to cut it out of me. It's not possible. So emotional safety is a way to expand our heart so that we can experience a sense of safety within ourselves while we understand the ways in which we have been hurt. So I notice I again said a very large sentence, very long sentence with lots of words, right? So let's try to kind of internalize this. I invite you to close your eyes. Invite you to relax your shoulders. I'm doing it on myself, by myself. Invite you to straighten yourself in whatever way, shape or form that makes sense for your structure. Unfold the lower part of your body. Close your eyes. Take a hand, a right or a left hand, and put it right in the center of the sternum. The sternum is a place right between your rib cage, where your rib cage meets the heart, so just touch it. Take your fingers and just massage that part of your body. And just make sure your gaze is easy. For some of you, this will feel very uncomfortable. It can feel like I'm asking too much of you, even before you know what I'm going to talk about. But try it. Take a deep breath in on 6, hold it for 5 and release it on 6. We are doing something called box breathing while taking one part of our hand and touching, making skin to skin contact with our sternum. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it as long as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently let it go. Think of a balloon that expands and deflates, right? Think of how slow that process is. This masterclass is going to feel like a slow experience. If it does its job well, you're going to leave with some tools that are going to give you safety in your own body. Not because a therapist said so, who is an expert, not because a doctor said so, who is an expert, but because your body told you that by practicing some of these tools. That is the definition of emotional safety and groundedness. It will look different for Neha and it can look different for you, whoever you are, whatever your identity is, wherever you live.